Welcome back to my channel. A U.S. Air Force F-35 Lightning II reportedly declared an in-flight emergency near the Strait of Hormuz during heightened tensions linked to the Iran conflict. Flight tracking data showed the stealth fighter transmitting squawk code 7700 before changing direction toward the UAE and disappearing from public transponder visibility. Iranian state-linked media quickly claimed the aircraft had been shot down, but no wreckage, satellite evidence, or official confirmation has emerged. Neither the Pentagon nor CENTCOM has confirmed hostile action. Military observers say the aircraft's continued movement may suggest a technical malfunction rather than combat damage amid growing Gulf tensions and regional uncertainty. Iran threatens, at the same time, U.S. surrender as oil prices explode. In this explosive episode of Open Collar, Major Gaurav Arya breaks down, an expert from India, I believe, how the Iran-US conflict is rapidly turning into a global oil and economic crisis. With the Strait of Hormuz under pressure and global energy flows disrupted, the world has already lost nearly 1 billion barrels of oil supply in just 2 months. The episode explores. He was giving this interview, and in that episode he mentioned, this military expert, that Iran's aggressive new posture, including direct threats against the United States and warnings to countries enforcing American sanctions. It also examines why soaring oil prices are hurting Washington more than Tehran, how Iran is using energy disruption as a strategic weapon, and why the U.S. continues to avoid targeting Iran's oil infrastructure directly. The discussion in this episode covers Hezbollah's role in Lebanon, Israel's expanding military posture, tensions inside the Trump-Netanyahu alliance, and the wider geopolitical consequences of a prolonged Middle East conflict. Now, this is not just coming from Indian military experts or United States military experts or Iranian. It is actually coming from all over the world. The entire humanity, I would say, they agree that what is happening right now in Iran is going to destroy United States' its economy. It is going to destroy Donald Trump for the most part, if not totally. Subscribe for more updates. See you in the next one.
Donald Trump was having a public meltdown at 11 p.m. last night, making post after post after Iran very publicly rejected Donald Trump's further demand that Iran surrender, give up all of its nuclear capabilities, give up control over the Strait of Hormuz. Iran responded by saying no, and we don't care if this makes you upset. You live in an alternative universe, and we are not going to even entertain your absurdity. I'll show you what Iran said in just a moment. Now, earlier in the day, Donald Trump could be seen yelling at the workers at his golf course. He was just screaming at them and then storming away. Also, we saw more footage of what Donald Trump's doing to that reflecting pool in the Washington Mall. You can see them turning it into this weird bright blue color. This has been Donald Trump's main priority in addition to the Golden Ballroom. By the way, this bright blue color, it's just going to attract more algae, and Donald Trump going over in his motorcade, the reflecting pool, is going to lead toward more cracks and leakage, but I've done a whole other video on that, so no need to do it here. So at 11 p.m. last night, Donald Trump, post after post after post, he was posting QAnon accounts, he was posting weird memes. One of the consistent themes after Iran publicly rejected his demand that Iran surrender, Trump kept on coping by posting memes of the ballroom. I mean, here's what Donald Trump was posting last night at 11 p.m. And I know corporate news is just going to be like, yeah, this is Donald Trump being Donald Trump, so why would we cover it? Because he's a maniac, because he's psychotic, because he's completely unstable. And he
needs something to be high on. That's pretty much what he needs, especially when he is depressed, especially when he loses. And this loss against Iran, this war, this disaster is going on now almost more than 2 months. It's almost close to 2 months, actually.
He should be nowhere near a position of leadership anywhere, yet alone the most important position of leadership in the entire country right now, which he's destroying. So he posts this, build the ballroom, with this weird AI image of the ballroom. Then he posts this AI image, the magnificent ballroom under construction and ahead of schedule at the White House, Donald J. Trump. Then he posts this weird AI image of Mount Rushmore with Donald Trump's face on Mount Rushmore. He goes, things are moving along nicely for America's 250th birthday in July. Okay, then he posts excellent poll numbers. Thank you. Actually, you have the worst poll numbers in presidential history, worse than Nixon's at the time Nixon resigned. Then he keeps on making posts like this. Thank God for Trump. America loves Trump. Trump's the real deal. A true American badass. It's post after post after post. I could show you about 30 more of those because there was at least 30 more of those. You get the damn point, right?
Well, yes, it is because he wants to distract himself from this disaster, Iran disaster. That's pretty much what he's doing there. And this guy doesn't sleep at all at night. He doesn't know what to do with his life. He doesn't know what he's doing with his presidency. He doesn't know. I mean, everything just changed since Iran war started. Of course, the Epstein file, those survivors, they're also haunting him in his dreams, I'm pretty sure.
So what happened earlier, though, before Donald Trump's 11 p.m. meltdown? Here's what he posted after getting Iran's response to Donald Trump's demand that Iran surrender. Why would you think Iran would surrender? Why, Donald? Because you're posting mean AI memes? Is that going to scare Iran that you're posting really naughty memes, Donald? I mean, come on, grow up. Either escalate, send more troops to do a ground invasion. You'll commit war crimes. It'll be catastrophic. You'll cause tens of thousands of our soldiers to die, or as Hegseth says, our war fighters to die needlessly in a catastrophic war. Or you have to make concessions to Iran and make a deal. Those are your two options, Donald. You saying, no, I'm going to pretend like a miracle. It's all going to go away and make mean social media posts. That'll show Iran. No, you look pathetic. You look like the loser you've been your entire damn...
He looks absolutely loser and very pathetic, and that's what gets noticed by the Iranians too. We have seen so many of this Lego videos, and they're just making one after another, and they're becoming very big hits.
Life where you've bankrupted everything you've touched because you've been a pathetic loser your entire life, and you're demonstrating that right now. Make a damn decision. You either escalate and you go back to war, which will be catastrophic, or you make a deal with Iran, which will also be probably bad for the long-term interests of the United States, but you lost right now. So make the decision and stop being the weak, pathetic damn loser you've been your entire life.
Or he cannot make any decision until or unless gets approved by Netanyahu. Even after Netanyahu approves it, he cannot make a deal with Iran, because right now Iran is not willing to make a deal. So you cannot make a deal with yourself. You have to have the other party ready and agree to do that. But Iran is not doing it. So, even though Midas starts, they're doing a very good job, and they're saying that Donald Trump should make a decision, but it's not in the hand of Donald Trump whatsoever right now.
Step aside and let somebody else be a leader, because you've never been a leader your whole life. You've always been someone who destroys, who trolls, who blames, who ignores with your privilege, and it's disgusting, and we're seeing it on full display right now. Shame on you and your pathetic, disgusting regime. Then Donald Trump posted.
He just lost it, this guy from Midas Touch.
I've just read the response from Iran's so-called representatives. I don't like it. Totally unacceptable. Thank you for your attention to this matter. I'm Donald Trump. What is that? What does it even mean? Then earlier he wrote, Iran has been playing games with the United States and the rest.
So I don't understand. Why would he post something like that? What action are you going to take? He's just accepting the defeat in that short post, that this is unacceptable. What Iran is offering is unacceptable. Then what's next? What is your plan? What are you going to do? This guy is right now without any card. He doesn't have anything left to play with. He's done. Iran has destroyed him completely.
Of the world for 47 years, delay, and then finally hit pay dirt when Barack Hussein Obama became president. He was not only good to them, he was great, actually going to their side.
Then obviously he's going to pick on Obama, and he's going to pick on other people. But this guy's absolute nonsense. He doesn't know what he's doing. Subscribe for more videos, guys. See you in the next one.